Wednesday of the year, and we're so glad that you're here with us. I'm Uncle Ray. I got Brother Bobby. I got Brother Dennis, Sister Sana. Again, the Bipoc Happy Hour, which is Black Indigenous People of Color. I wind down the last Wednesday of the year. I keep throwing that out there. It's the last Wednesday of the year. What do you do on the last Wednesday of the year that involves chat? Did it throw you off? That involves chatting. Chatting.
Is that a question?
That's a question. What do you do on the last Wednesday of the year that involves chatting?
I don't know.
Get your COVID vaccine.
That's definitely a chat to make sure everybody get in. I mean, folks are still, I think this is population control, but folks are dropping like flies. Get your vaccine.
What do you mean population control?
Population control. Yes, it's the planet's got too many beings on it. It's got to get rid of some of them. You don't want to overpopulate something that you have no room to grow. So you got to get rid of some.
So how do you know who you're getting rid of?
The ones that's not listening.
Right. The virus will take care of that. I don't have to make that choice. The virus takes care of that.
The ones that not listening, the ones that he told, okay, you take 10 days, and they was complaining about quarantining and all that. So they said, you just take 5. Go ahead and take 5.
Oh, no, we can't take 5. That's not enough days. That's exactly what they said.
Complaining about 10. You was complaining about the mask. You was complaining about the vaccine. No matter what the fuck I tell you, you can complain about it. Well,
complain.
Just fuck it. Just do what you do. Remember
population control. Say it again, Bobby.
You're not supposed to feel the symptoms within 3 days, right? So, and you're supposed to be quarantined only for 5. So that means you only be quarantined for 2. And they sending your ass back to work so you can drive.
Yes, population control.
Cool.
What do you think, Simon?
Well, no, I don't think that's cool that they shortened it. I think it's because they're short staffed in the hospitals and at the, with the airlines and stuff that they're doing this, but I don't think it's the right move.
Well, I mean, if you got everybody out on quarantine, what do you do?
But yep, they're also not saying people should test, make sure they test negative before they go back. I mean, shouldn't that be a requirement? I don't know.
They're gonna rely on common sense.
Not just 5 days of quarantine, but like, can I get a negative test?
Well, you would want to do that negative test to prove to yourself some things, and sometimes some things don't have to be said. But I guess in America, everything has to be spelled out, dot for dot.
My advice to my BIPOC family and friends: it's time to pull your bootstraps up and time up and go to your roots.
There you go, assuming we got boots. We don't have no boots on. We don't have no straps. What if we don't have boots or straps? Just go get a vaccine. Just roll on in there and get a vaccine. Everybody can roll.
Get a vaccine, but also learn some survival tips. Learn how to grow vegetables. Learn what things that's outside in your yard that can cure the things that's going on with your body that they say are weeds, because they are not weeds. Everything is on this earth is made for us. You understand what I'm saying? For us to survive and to be better. Anything and everything. I just found out Kanye Pepper stops heart attacks.
What's Kanye Pepper?
Cayenne pepper.
Oh, you talking about cayenne pepper?
Yeah.
Okay, because you said Kanye. I'm like, Kanye got a pepper on that?
Yeah, he do. Cayenne pepper stops heart attack.
Cayenne peppers also good for congestion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that herbal remedies are good for.
But Bobby, I don't have no cayenne pepper in my cupboard. If I had a heart attack, where would I get cayenne pepper from? I don't use it on a daily basis.
Yeah, you got to know how to cook to even buy cayenne pepper.
That's the thing about like having these things just in your cabinet. You should be cooking with it. Like I
Well,
say, ginger and whatever I can because I know the health benefits of ginger.
And
You know what I'm
cinnamon,
saying? And cinnamon, right? Figuring out how to get those things into your foods.
vanilla extract.
Mm.
It's a lot of things that we got in our cupboards that really got healing properties. Helps you with diabetes, cholesterol, all those things. So, yeah, research, lemons, limes, honey,
so you got anything for the young folks?
everything we just said.
Oh, y'all
And
sound
we,
like some old people.
and we,
Y'all sound like the Golden Girls.
Always the cannabis.
You away to what?
I said always the cannabis, the cannabis, the cannabis.
That's for the young people. Oh.
and old folks, pioneers, and I'll be a golden girl.
Well, one of these days when I get to y'all's age, I'll be able to say I'm old and I'm using it.
Well, it's sad that you can't go backwards. But
I know.
I got a question then.
What?
If you could time travel, would you go backwards or forward?
I'd go backwards. I want to see where I was in past lives. I'd be curious.
So you want to go do things over?
Can't do things over. You just said backwards and forwards. You can't change it.
Go
Can you change something in either
I don't want
direction?
to change it.
I don't know if you can change anything because I was thinking, would I want to go backwards to do and like figure out something like predict the World Series and win money? I mean, if you could do that, I don't know. If I go forward, well, I want to know my future.
If you're time traveling, it's either or. You can't
If you go
change
backwards-
anything. You're only looking at a picture. You can't change anything. You can't go and predict anything. You can't go and you can see what's coming up, but there's nothing you can change. It's already preset. You can't do anything in time travel.
And on the Flash, when they messed up anything in the past, it threw off the future. And
The butterfly effect.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Causes the butterfly effect.
No, but not on Ladder 64. What was that? Was that it was?
What?
When the dude, or what it's called, when the dude was talking to his father back in the day when he was a fireman, and he got in an accident while he was at work and he died, and the son found an old radio, and he was talking to his dad back in the past.
Frequency,
yes.
That was frequency. Or like I said, go with butterfly effect. That was with Ashton Kutcher. Anything you change in that time frame, it can never go back the same. You could end up losing your legs. You could end up losing an arm. You could end up being totally a vegetable in a bit. You don't know what you might happen if you change anything from what you can't change that. You
may not make it to today.
You right. You might not be able to listen to me here today.
Yeah, because
if you change,
you may have changed the direction that you wouldn't have went.
You could turn out to be straight.
But he said he wanted more children. He said he wanted more children.
Yeah, we can always adopt. They come free.
No, he said he
can get kids on like a dime or like a bag of groceries.
But he still can make them. He's still at a prime age.
You can't make that. You can make farts. That's about it.
Oh, that's lies you tell. All these folks are having children.
All these old people are not doing it.
Yes,
anything over 50 don't have no kids.
You said they shouldn't have kids, but they
don't need to be having no kids at 59.
So by the time they're 70, the kid will be 20.
Yeah, so what you gonna do? The kid ain't doing it. He's just the right age to bury your ass.
You take all the money that I got.
All right, at the right age. He's 20 and you gone. Yes, right age. But see, don't change nothing if you can't change nothing in the past. So you can only view. So would you rather go in the past and see what you already did, or go in the future and see what's to come? I'm sorry.
That's why I want a couple more now.
A couple more kids now to see what your future gonna be like.
No, I ain't tripping off my future. I know what my future gonna be because I'm the one walking it. But I'm going 2 more kids, 2 more children.
In the future or now?
Now,
What would you do with them?
the same thing I'm
Look,
doing with Charlotte has now.
Oh.
Wow.
Mm.
Now back to my happy thing. Time travel.
You tried it. You tried that one.
Let's go time travel. Let's do something. Let's go jump planets.
Y'all been there, done there, and got the T-shirt for it. See, I did whatever I wanted to do when I was out. I just started having children at 40 when I'm ready to settle down. You feel what I'm saying? So
men cannot have kids without settling down.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying I'm running slower than I did before.
Right, I agree with you. You can't be ready for kids unless you're ready to actually slow down.
Yeah, so I don't slow down tremendously. So I'm just traveling. I party when I want to.
But this has nothing to do with kids. This has to taking care of anything. I don't care if it was a bird. I don't want to deal with it.
Mm.
Right, we know, because you messed up the first one, so now you're going to punish all the rest of them?
I'm not punishing anybody. I just don't want to be responsible for you. I mean, if it's my responsibility to feed you, entertain you, rub you, I don't want nothing to do with that. Even the fish.
You don't want a man.
You don't have to take care of them. They in and out. What are you talking about? That's worse. They leave quicker than the pets do.
Right. I ain't want no damn fish. Because
your heart is kind of black.
I feel for y'all men.
But I'm just saying though, yo, who is going to wipe your ass when you get old and can't do it?
The nursing home.
I'm gonna get a bidet.
But you can't. How you gonna get a bidet? You don't even be able to stand up. You can't even stand up on the bidet.
Stand up and do shit for yourself. Who gonna be there to wipe you and wash your ass?
Caretakers.
Children. If it ain't no mate, it's the children. The children do step up and do that. I did for my dad. These children are more than just somebody to take care of. They take care of you too.
Some of them do. Some of them do. Yeah. Some can't stand you.
True that too.
Yeah, I've seen those kids. I know those kids can't stand their parents. So I'm like, so I guess they would have to, like I said, the caretaker. Hopefully I get a good.
Thank God I'm doing right by mine.
Right, do right by them, and they might take care of you. They might even come visit you twice a year.
No, see, I'm not tripping off that because I would be in my own nursing home called the Minnesota Village. You feel what I'm saying? So I'd be around amongst my own people of my own kind.
You said in Minnesota?
The village.
So
in Minnesota.
You should set it up where we have somebody to do that with, to wipe the behind and all that kind of stuff that we can pay to make sure.
That's the caretakers.
By the time I'm 70, I'm still gonna be able to wipe my own ass. But
hopefully you're going beyond that 70 years. I mean, 70 is still young.
I'm just saying in general.
70 years, I can still walk the runway at 70 years. So
that means we need to get up and start moving. You know what I'm saying? Those are things we need to be doing.
Moving what?
Moving your body. Get away from McDonald's.
Exercise. Don't you know exercise will kill you? I'm gonna go get a Peloton bike. Wouldn't y'all just love this? I can fall over dead. Cause Mr. Big fell over dead. I was getting off the Peloton bike. I'm not going next. He was on Sex in the City.
Do you think that those things, once you've been neglecting your body for so long, to make it healthy, they make you grow faster?
Yes, that's just like me going out there to shovel some snow. I'm going down. I'm going down.
Your body will actually thank you for that.
My body would tell me, you stupid ass, go lay down.
I learned
smoke.
My mom told me,
your old ass out of here.
My mom told me if you don't move it, you lose it.
Well, yeah, after a while, at 70 years old, I'm not trying to move nothing. And right now, I believe I can pay for those jobs to be done. That's for our younger kids. You don't keep them young folks moving, they're going to lose it. Give them something to do. They'll thank you for it when it's time to go back to school.
I don't know, Bobby. I might need to exercise. I don't want to lose control of nothing else either.
Well, it's that time. It's that time. Is there something? This is the end of the year. You better start thinking of what's coming next. Other than 2022, which could be kind of scary.
Why?
Because we all might lose our voting rights. You think I'm playing? I'm serious about that. That's literally on the board after 60 years.
As black folks, we never had no voting rights.
I don't know what you're talking about. We proved it last presidential race. Our votes matter.
Yes,
and we
by
proved
the time
it.
I get 70, I will be in Ghana.
So we might lose those voting rights then what? What happens then? You're gonna hope they're gonna like you enough to say something to you?
Would y'all move out of the country?
How you gonna move out of the country? You ain't got no right to get up. They're gonna change all that. You're gonna be stuck here under a sandbox.
Would you move out of the country, Ray? Yes.
Oh yeah, I'd go anywhere. Yes, I'm not limited here. I'm here on expedition.
You, Dennis, would you move out of the country?
Where?
See, he's scared already. It was a yes or no question. It was yes or no. He talking about where.
You pick and choose.
He ain't going nowhere. He colonized. He liked the way of living here.
Because I've been seeing people lately talking about the life abroad. You know, how it's much better than here. I know the food is better and healthier. You know, so it makes me wonder.
But just not being stagnant and staying in one place and not growing, moving. I just think this place is too big not to know what's out there. But some people don't want to do that. They are comfortable where they are. They are stuck there and will never move from that spot because that's what they like.
I think Africa would be cool just because of for my safety. But
for your what?
I would love to get safety, like in different part of Africa, Ghana.
For your safety,
like that, Nigeria. Yeah, safety as far as you know, if I'm going to be governed by somebody, it's going to be someone that looks like me.
That ain't always helpful, but okay. Because a lot of those that look like you that govern are very dictatorial and stay way on the highway.
Well, not all of them.
I'm not saying all of them. I said some of them. I didn't say all.
I'd say New Zealand. I'd go there just because I'd like to connect with one of those indigenous men that are there.
You're wrong.
Or where's the place where the Samoan people live at? I want to go there.
There's no place on this rock that I don't want to go. So I'm walking with you as you hit those spots, and I'll keep pushing if you don't want to go. But I'm going in. There's nowhere on this rock I won't go. I don't think you're ever too old to do that. I'm going to be like that old lady on Mount Everest with that walker crawling up in the snow. I'm even going there if I can't move and I got a chance to go.
You say dictators is their way of a highway. Isn't that what you live in now?
No.
I mean, just keep it. Why are you not?
Why am I? Because I'm in a democracy at this particular moment. I don't live in a dictatorship.
It's not. It's hidden dictatorship.
Oh. Well, I don't want to go to a blatantly obvious. I don't want to go to a blatantly obvious out there.
They dress it up in they sheep and wolf clothing. No,
if
they
you
wolf
say so.
Sheep clothing.
Okay. But again, I will go anywhere on this rock. I'm not trying to live. I've already lived on the planet. I'm not trying to find grassroots. I want to see the rock. What's on this rock before I leave? There's many places, many cultures, many things. It's just like it's a big garden, and I want to see all the animals in it. Regardless, there are some crazy ones and some peaceful ones and some nice ones, all that kind of stuff. I want to see all the animals in the garden.
But I definitely want to see Scotland. For some odd reason, that's on my bucket list. Scotland.
There's a spot in the garden.
So you're saying you would visit places or live there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I said I want to visit every place. I already live on the planet. I don't need to plant roots in those places. I just need to go there.
Let me tell you what I want to go do. Eat every type of food it is. I wanted to sit down and try it. Just try it.
Every dish on the planet comes to your table. Is that what you're saying?
Just try it.
I have no problem with that.
I don't have to like it.
I'm there with you.
And then I would actually tell them, please don't tell me what it is until after I taste it. Please.
After I eat it, yes. After I eat it, then
Please.
tell me what it is.
Because if you tell me beforehand, it won't get eaten.
Yeah. That's true.
So just let me try it. And I say, good. I will continue on eating. If I say, what the hell? You didn't use it.
Right. You only got two things. Either you like it or you don't.
Or you don't.
And you just keep on pushing. Ain't no hate in it, but you tried it.
And I might just finish eating it because I bought it. But it's just that I'm like, okay, let me try it.
Well, I'm gonna ask this. Have you ever had frogwa? Frogwa, I think I'm saying it right. Frogwa.
No.
That's baby duck.
I had duck, but I haven't had a baby duck.
The baby duck comes from frogwa, and it's coming in cream sauce and all that kind of stuff. You would never, knowing that it's a baby duck, you wouldn't typically eat it, but if you were out and you were with company and saw it on a dish, you'll eat the whole thing up before you even tasted it, before you knew what it was. I like stuff like that, and it turned out to be baby duck.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It's worth it. You know what I mean? There's so many ways of cooking on this planet.
And then you'd be like, oh, really? That was a squirrel?
Yes.
Wow, that squirrel was good,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, just in case, you never know. People.
An octopus was still alive. Yes, an octopus was alive.
Now, that's where my line is strong.
Mm-hmm.
If it's moving, I will not eat it.
Oh, you see, there you go. Octopuses.
No, I'm just sorry. I'm just now. That's why I cut the line in. If it's moving, if it's alive and it ain't been cooked, seared or something.
Off. So you don't eat
the lobster in the pot yourself? The one that's moving, you don't drop it in the pot yourself?
Who, me?
You don't cook lobster?
Yeah, I cook lobster.
It's not the live lobster. You don't drop them. You don't drop them in the pot and let them stand.
No, I cook. No, I'm just saying he's talking about like squid, like certain.
I said octopus. Octopus does not have to be dead for you to eat it.
Yeah, octopus. They can eat it alive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I have had live octopus. It's good.
Things like
I
that.
love octopus.
Which y'all do those grubs, those little bugs? Do they eat the little?
If they had chocolate on them.
No, the ones that be in the trees. You fry them up and eat them.
They taste better with chocolate on them. Yes, I'll eat bugs. I've eaten chocolate grasshoppers. That's why I keep saying chocolate. I've had chocolate grasshoppers.
No, this is a savory bug dish. It's not sweet. It's a savory bug dish. And they like little fat grubs from an old dead tree.
Have you tried it?
Hell no.
Why are you bringing up something that you're not gonna try?
They said the bugs were good, but I don't eat bugs.
How would you know you're eating it unless they told you? That's what we're talking about. We eat all the dishes and then tell us what it is afterwards. Did you miss that part? How do you know it's good?
No.
Why?
Pineapples.
What does pineapples have to do with this?
Pineapples. That's my code word when I ain't gonna do pineapples.
See, I told y'all he is colonized. He is strictly for America. That's it. He cannot step out of the box.
Word. Pineapples. Stop.
Right. He cannot step out of the box for anything. That's what Americans do.
Yeah, I would eat.
I try to tell me after the meal is over what I just ate. Oh, you just ate a whole porcupine.
So you
ketchup made it taste
You would
good.
eat monkey brain?
Y'all
I'd
had
eat
bears.
anything on the planet. I'm not afraid of Dennis. What are you talking about? How do you know monkey brain is not good? Just because it says monkey brain, oh, I better not taste
Well,
that.
motherfuckers think pig intestines good, so you never
Yeah,
know.
y'all eat chitlins. I know for a fact you
Add
eat
a little hot
chitlins.
sauce.
That is nasty. How can you even?
Add some hot sauce, barbecue sauce, teriyaki, buffalo, you name it.
No, we're not even bringing.
home.
I don't even want them in my house. That's how it goes. But you'll talk about my monkey brains against your chitlins. Just because they from America.
But you eat ham.
Yes, what's wrong with ham?
But you want to eat chitlins.
I do.
Right, 100%. What does one have to do with the other? Ham don't it's nowhere near the consistency of chitlins. Nowhere near, just because they come from the same body.
A pig is a pig.
But the ham is the ass of the
and the chitlins are the intestines of the pig. Two different things. So a ham is not a chitlin.
The shit had to go through the intestines to go through the ham.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't understand.
The ham is the butt cheeks.
It doesn't matter. He know what it is. I mean, he know the difference.
So
that's why he goes to McDonald's.
Regardless of what it is, you're eating ass. So, you know.
I'd rather eat ass than anybody's intestines.
What's the difference?
Ass is a big chunk. Ass is a chunk of meat. Your intestines ain't nothing but flappy skin. I like meat.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The ass is more like.
And like I said, I'm not afraid to try any meat on the planet.
I bet you not.
Not at all. I don't have that. Ooh, cold word pineapple. I don't have pineapple. I'm not afraid.
His pineapple that drinks the umbrella.
Right, all there. I want to drink everything on the planet, taste everything on the planet, look at everything on the planet. What is wrong? Why not enjoy the rock that we live on? Oh, I'm scared to go on that side of the rock. It might be dark.
Yes, I do want to go to Europe and France and all of that. I do want, but that's not. I'll
skirt every planet on. If it's got dry land, I want to walk on.
I'm not in the mood for no Italian food at the moment. That'd be like my last trip on the way home. You know, because I want to hit everything else.
You don't want to go and you don't want to go run through Australia real fast with the Aborigines people.
I do want to go to Australia.
I'm saying it's like every rock on this.
I want to go to Amsterdam. I want to get before I go to Italy
every continent. You got 7 continents.
I gotta get in Amsterdam, then get on the plane to go to Italy to eat. Are you getting my itinerary? You understand? You get what I'm saying? So you got to do what you do.
Now, I do want to taste some milk in the raw.
You can go on the train to all those countries.
Once you get in Europe, you can hit them all.
Right.
That'd be cool when the kids get teenagers and go backpacking.
Yeah, Europe has a great system to take you from one end of Europe all the way to the other end of Europe. You can run trains and planes that don't take that long to do it.
We ain't got to stay in no hostel, right?
Depends on where you are.
But some
what place you stop at.
Have you ever stayed in a hostel before?
No, I want my own room.
Oh, no, you have your own room.
I want my own room. I want my own bathroom. I won't be sharing with nobody.
You don't share rooms. The only thing it is put it back.
I'll be at the hotel down the street. Y'all.
We in another country, it might not be like that. They might not have another hotel.
They got a hotel. They got a hotel with chains and Marriott's all across this globe. Look.
Okay.
It's a Marriott somewhere.
There's not a Marriott everywhere, but okay. You say so, we're going to go with you on that.
If it ain't Marriott, it's a Hilton.
If they take American Express, it's a motel around.
How you doing?
Most of them, okay. Whatever y'all say.
American Express will build it for you if it ain't there.
Well, I know it's an Airbnb somewhere over the rainbow.
If you say so, okay.
They're in all the countries, so you know.
So I want to try milk in the raw when it first come out the cow instead of being pasteurized. I always wanted to do that.
What's stopping you?
What can you get it from?
A cow.
A cow's titty.
Yeah. It's called an udder. You can get on that cow's udder and go to town.
I have no cow in my backyard.
Probably get it at the fair too. There might be something you can do next year at the fair. Go to
Yeah.
the 4-H building.
They'll let you
They
drink
got all the animals.
fresh milk.
Yeah,
That's
they
illegal.
Who says it's illegal? Where'd you get that from?
In Minnesota or the United States, you cannot sell milk unpasteurized.
Who said they was selling you milk? They said I said go to the fair and get some milk. Who said buy some milk?
How do
See,
you
there
get
you go add and stuff. That's where the cows are. That's where they do all the milking and all that. You actually stand there.
Or you can get goat milk.
Yeah.
How do you know the difference? Have you had it?
No.
How do you make these decisions on stuff you've never had just because of the name change? Well, how do you do that?
Because I've never had goat milk. What the fuck you gonna eat a
Okay,
goat?
then how do you know it tastes
Goat is
good or
good,
bad?
my brother. What are you
Yeah,
talking
the
about?
goat is actually good.
So how do you know if it's good or bad, Dennis, if you've never tried it?
I've never
Because your mama said it. Because your mama said it was bad.
I've never milked a goat.
It's the
You
devil.
haven't milked a cow either, but you drink milk too.
I seen the cow being milked though.
You saw it, so that made it better.
Right.
Boy, you got some weird way of thinking. Because
Ain't
I
nobody-
saw it, I
well,
knew
nobody
it.
else-
See, the blessing
Oh,
is-
McDonald, on my farm, Old McDonald did not milk no damn goat.
How
The
do you
blessing
know?
is-
Were you out there? You didn't see him, so you don't know.
It wasn't on EIEIO, it was a cow.
How do you know? You weren't out there.
Right.
You
I'm not gonna-
assuming.
The
Right.
blessing is he has friends around him that are open-minded and will have him try different things.
No.
You know, if he go out with me, he's going to try something else than the burger from McDonald's. We're going out to eat. We're
I
going
go to
out
Wendy's.
Right here, go
We're
to
not even
Wendy's.
go- we don't even go that way. I'm being honest with you. I don't even look at fast food. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out and about. If I can eat it here, I don't want it.
So you gonna make him not eat he gonna make him eat the same thing you eating?
I sure do.
Wow.
Like, come
So
on,
you
brother,
already
let's try it.
know if Bobby take you out, you can't eat your regular food.
You can't eat fast food. You can get an upscale burger. You can get a bison burger. You can get, you know what I'm saying? You can get whatever you choose. It can be a
Is
burger.
Bison not on the EIEIO?
But it's gonna be real meat.
No, the bison's not the no.
With some good applewood.
So you can't eat bison either?
It's not a part of Old McDonald's farm.
How do you know? You weren't outside. You
Old
said you didn't
McDonald's
see
did.
people.
Listen, it was the chickens, it was the pigs, it was the cows. Okay.
That's
Wait,
not
wait.
That's not old McDonald. That must have been Mr. McDonald, because that was not old McDonald.
We didn't get no goats. Okay. I
How
don't
old
know,
is McDonald?
I don't know why y'all planning to play games like y'all from someplace else. We all from America. Stop playing.
I'm just saying.
We're not playing. I don't know
Well,
what part of America you from, because yours is awfully small.
Like if I take you to Mississippi or New Orleans, I'm not going to no damn McDonald's. We're gonna try some food.
Yeah, we can go to a shrimp shop.
We'll go to a shrimp shop. We'll go to get gumbo. We will get everything. Just
So
try
shrimp
it.
is the only thing you would try? You wouldn't try the turtle or the gator or the frog or anything like that?
No.
You like seafood? We go to the
No,
bar.
okay. When did Old McDonald start talking about something frog?
There were frogs everywhere. There've been frogs here before old McDonald got to the farm. And they didn't leave because he came.
Frogs were not to eat, they were for plagues.
They weren't to be eaten, they were for plagues.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So again, that's something else your mama taught you.
They were using the Bible for plagues. They were not to be eaten.
And where does it say in the Bible for plagues that don't eat the frogs after they
They
came?
don't have, listen, Linda.
Where does it say don't eat the frogs? Because
does
there was
not-
plenty of frogs
you're
that
not-
they could have cooked.
You want to keep talking over people? I'm gonna tell you where it says it at.
Okay.
It doesn't have fins and scales. It's unclean. You can't eat it.
Who said this? Now, who said this?
It do have scales. And it has fins.
Who? A frog?
Yeah, the web feet.
No.
And where did you get this information from?
If it doesn't chew its cud, have a spit hoof, you can't eat it.
Who told you this? That's all I ask.
It's the devil.
Who told you this? Who told you that?
Listen,
Football
Who
is the devil.
told you that? That's one question. Who told you that information?
shellfish, all that does not fit the scales.
Who told
It's
you that?
unclean, just like catfish. It's a
Who told
scavenger.
you that? Because all those dishes you naming are good with a nice roux, gravy, are awesome. So who told you these
You need
lies?
scavengers.
But they taste good too. I
Catfish is
can't.
scavengers. Shrimp is scavengers. Crabs are scavengers.
Humans are scavengers, but we eat them too.
You know, shit. But let me just say something. A message I got from someone on TikTok today. 2020 and 2021 should have taught us a lesson that whatever we want to do, we should do it because time is not on our side. We don't know if we're going to be here 2 seconds from now or 5 minutes from now. So whatever you desire, if you don't want to eat, you want to eat burgers all your life, just do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, just broaden your horizons because there's much more out here in this world for us to experience together and see together. You know what I mean? So we just got the next year or the next day or whatever you decide to do it. You got that crush, you better say something because you never know. You may not be around to say anything. Or he may not be around, or she, or it.
So what do you mean by that, Bobby? Just do anything you want to do. There's no consequences. Like,
Why do you add stuff in the
Y'all
stuff?
hear Betty White? Did y'all
Did she
hear
die?
Betty White interview? No, she about to turn 100.
Oh,
stop
okay.
playing.
She should stay away from everything that's green.
That's why she's a fossil.
And she said that, well, hey, she's still around and she's still moving. She's still lucid, can tell you what the date is and stuff. So I'm just saying.
She said, stay away from what?
She says she stayed away from everything that was green, like vegetables and stuff.
Good answer.
She said she like meat.
Right. She's the one who said that the pussy can take a pounding.
Okay.
Well,
I like that old bird.
She may be giving direction to us because they do put shit in our vegetables. You feel what I'm saying? These may be hidden messages that you never know because they do put genetically modified things out here, like corn and different things like that. They can produce fast, flip over fast. That's why they have organic, which they can't say
Bobby,
it's organic unless
you keep saying that. We all genetically modified. Look at us.
That's the point that I'm trying to make. If we stop eating that bad shit, we may live a little longer. Listen to Betty. She said don't eat that shit. That's why she did.
Okay.
Start growing your own. If you don't trust it, grow your own.
How do you
live in an apartment? I live in an apartment. Where am I gonna go roll my own?
Oh, you can grow it in your apartment. So don't even do that. But it's 2021, 1995. This is not 1900. This is 2021. They can have a whole garden on their wall. These days, you can grow.
I'm not putting a garden on my wall.
I'm just saying. You asking how can you grow food in an apartment?
Got a patio?
No, I don't have a patio. I live in a new
You got
Get you a box from Home Depot in the basement and grow your food next to your bed.
You don't even need a box. That milk carton that you got in your refrigerator. You can use that coffee can. You can use anything in your house.
Use an egg carton.
You can use it, and you're right. You laughing, you telling the truth.
Okay.
I did it when I was in preschool.
Did it work for you then?
Are those cookies good for you?
Are the cookies good for me?
Yeah.
I got the munchies.
Are the cookies good for you though?
I got the munchies.
They gonna kill you, see? All that sugar.
I have the munchies.
They don't give you those cookies.
When you have the munchies, you eat anything on the planet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's why you go to Amsterdam first, and then you go eat. And then on the way back home, you hit Jamaica. You understand what I'm saying? so you can bring it in. Right. You can end it right.
Wow.
All righty then.
I can't wait to grow up. Hey, how do you look up cheap tickets on the internet to go like to Vegas, something like that? People say it's so easy. They can tell
You type in the words cheap tickets to Mexico. That's how you find it. Type those and type exactly what you said, and you can find it. I don't understand.
Oh my God.
it didn't work. It doesn't work for me for some reason.
Oh Lord.
Oh, Dennis, just do this. Google will work for you. You say Minneapolis to Vegas. And they would give you actual prices. They would ask you to put your date in there and give you actual prices for where you want to go.
And then what you do?
Follow directions.
Is that difficult to do?
Yes.
Follow directions? I said American shit.
It's going to say push send.
Yeah, click on your deal and then book yourself.
And then what?
Wait till you go. They'll send you an email
You
confirmation.
can call a personal travel agent. My number is in your phone already, and I charge you $49.95 to set your whole trip up. You need hotels, you need lodging. Would you like transportation to and from the airport?
And which airport I'm supposed to go to? Is that in there too?
Yes, I would have everything for you, everything set up.
I would pay that $39.95 to get all that done, and I ain't gonna worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is that what happened when you get old? You can't do nothing for yourself. You
That's
become,
well, okay.
you become
okay.
so dependent on other
You're not
people.
listening as usual. I went on there and did the same what y'all said to cheap tickets to Vegas.
So you couldn't do it yourself.
Then it went to this whole other thing. Oh, dates and times. Then it says,
Just say it, Dennis. I could not do it myself. I need help. Just say those words.
Oh, I couldn't do it myself. I need help.
That's
It kept going to more questions, more questions. Will you want to stay at this place? I'm like, what airport you want to? I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, you sometimes you don't like to shovel. Some people just don't like to look for things. That's when you have a travel agent. Do something like that. Or
that's why you have the gears and shovel your yard.
How do I know
I do have to shovel my yard, but at the moment, I could have done it myself.
And then they said travel fees, incidentals. I'm like, what the fuck is all that for?
Wow,
it's a resort
travel fee. That's your fee that you're paying for them to do the work that you could have done yourself.
So I never met an old person that couldn't figure that stuff out.
Okay, if you stay at a hotel or a resort, why are there different fees?
A resort.
What is a resort? What's a hotel?
So why do I have to pay? Like they said, like just in case fees too. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Incidentals. That's what it's called.
And there's more than that too at a resort. Sometimes resorts offer all inclusive.
Right.
All the amenities that come with the resort. Yeah.
What's all inclusive mean?
Your
food included.
Oh.
Only thing will be included, and then some will give you drink.
If you still got to grow up, we all going to hell.
Man, that was confusing for a while. I'm like, I just stopped it. I said, fuck it. I just want a simple trip. If I get there, then I can find a hotel, because that's like, if they get a bundle, they would have took a car in it. It was just like, what? And how do you know where these things, where they at when you get there? Is it all the same spot? Is this over here, this over there? I'm like, I don't know what's where. I ain't never been there. So I need all in one space, one single thing, and
Call your travel agent, and I can get it done all for you. What you want to eat? Do you want to go
to activities are you interested in?
Right. Would you like to go see a show?
Right.
Would you like
I'm sorry, Dennis. They didn't have that kind of stuff back in the 60s when you was coming up, so now things have changed.
Do you want the driver to take you to? Do you want the driver to take you to a dispensary before you go to your hotel room?
Yes. See?
You understand what I'm saying?
I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
yes.
You need a travel agency. Those are things you can do. a virtual assistant. Hi, my name is Bobby.
See, I would have got an hotel.
You didn't know nothing about virtual assistants either?
No, I would have did the reverse and going first and go. That's a good idea, Bobby. Get my shit first, then go to the hotel. So you get to the hotel, then try to figure it out.
Oh, you
Makes
old people
sense.
didn't do that? Y'all never did that kind of stuff before?
Well,
Right.
that's what I do. I go to the liquor store
Wow.
and everything before I go to the hotel. That way, when I
Right.
get in the hotel, I can get there and chill and rest and get liquored up to go out and do what I want to do.
You didn't know you could do that kind of stuff, Dennis? Wow, this is so amazing. You're learning, catching
But
up
then
to us.
also it's 2021, 22, you know, I can go straight to the hotel depending on where I am and just have the liquor delivered to me.
Right, and you can have your cannabis delivered to you too. Did you know Did you know they delivered cannabis too, Dennis?
Yeah,
Wow, because I can't get food delivered because that became complicated.
You can't even get food delivered.
Not like I used to. I call Pizza Hut or something like that, and they say on their way. Now you got to go. Which one you want? Guru, Hup.
There's Pizza Hut still alive. They still have Pizza Huts around.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I ain't seen one of them in so long. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one over north. I thought they closed that one.
I never see. Where I live, there's no Pizza Huts around anywhere, so I don't. I ain't seen a Pizza Hut in years.
Forever.
There's one on.
Well, there's not one on there now because that one's been gone at least some years. There's no
one on
Pizza Hut.
There's
What's
one on
Zane?
A Pizza Hut, and there's one downtown by the bus station, and that one has a bar and they do karaoke.
There's no Hinman. The Tony used to work there. She used to be the manager.
Yeah,
next to Domino's.
Right. Yeah, they have a bar and you can do karaoke and everything in it.
Y'all's Pizza Huts have bars in them?
Yeah, some yeah.
Wow. Y'all are doing a crap here.
They gotta go against their competition.
Ray, Mama Loney has a first name.
Say what? Mama don't answer the first name.
I said Mama Loney has a first name too.
Oh my God, I'm glad y'all only got a first name too. Y'all are so old. I'm like, ooh, this conversation is definitely over my head.
Right. But that's like, I'm gonna need that travel agent thing because then I can figure out like, my whole little trip.
Well, now that Father Time is about to go to sleep and Baby New Year is coming in, maybe you'll let Baby New Year teach you something in the new year.
But see, that's what the Minnesota Village does. The Minnesota Village, it helps pioneers and young teens come together and teach each other about.
Where's the Minnesota Village at?
The Minnesota Village is in Crystal.
It's everywhere. It's like Savoir Faire.
It's like Savoir Faire. Okay.
It's everywhere.
Okay. All right. That's why I was checking to see if I knew what his village was. Okay.
Savoir Faire is everywhere.
So the Minnesota is a non-profit organization, and what they do is just help the pioneers learn things like the internet or how to download apps and what apps does. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 2022 and communication is going to be straight computers. You know what I'm saying? And then the pioneers can teach the youngers how to cook, how to fucking sew up a pair of pants, or fix a hole on your jeans or your socks or whatever, instead of throwing them in the trash, fix it. Woman, men, whoever.
And this is what the village is going to do?
That's what the village does.
That's what the village does. Okay.
So like they hold your hand while you getting through things.
Yes, they can be a companion.
So you can hold somebody's hand while you
They also do events where everyone comes together. You know what I mean? Families, LGBTQ plus families, and different things, because it was needed. Prior.
So the old can teach the new.
The old can teach the new, and it's also a safe space for families and LGBT youth and prospective LGBT families and pioneers. Because at the end of the day, when you think of LGBTQ plus events, it's only geared to singles, and it's not for families. It's never for families, to be honest with you. So the Minnesota Village will fill in that gap.
I learned something. Okay.
You tell me what family-oriented thing that the pride gives. It's drug, sex, and rock and roll.
Which pride are we talking about?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Depends on which part of the country you in. You understand? So, but I never see the family-friendly pride parade or anything. You can't even go to the parade and bring your child.
Do you really want to go to a function and bring your child?
Why would I'm afraid of? I don't have time for my child to be sitting looking at ass and titties and different things like that. And
so you punish the pride. You say it's the pride's fault.
No, I'm just saying it's not a place for families. So we have to fill in a gap to make a safe space for families. So we can come out and enjoy the same way that everyone else, but in a different manner, different way.
Okay. Because that's how I do. All righty. Well, what are y'all gonna, since we only got 2 more minutes, what are y'all gonna do for the rest of this year?
Eat.
Okay. You're gonna eat?
That's for sure. I cleaned up my house. I mean, I deep cleaned and my house be clean. Let's get it straight.
So you one of those kind that have to do that transform going from one year to the next, but to clean and have it all set up and going into the next year. Okay, so I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Because I clean my closet out and all that.
Is it still walking through the house on the first? Got to be a man first. Is that still?
Well, I don't see. I mean, I'm a man, so I mean,
what was the question again?
Grandma said you can't have on New Year's.
Who's Grandma?
Ray Hatch.
I'm asking a question. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard no mess like that.
Bobby, the whole saying is that on New Year's Day, the first person that walked through your door, your threshold, should be a male.
I've never heard that. Never heard that.
You just did.
I just did. I'm asking questions about it and really getting ready to go into it because this is my first time hearing it. And it makes no sense to me. Why a man got to walk through your house first? What did he do? What make him special?
I'm the man.
Oh, it must have been a man that made that up.
No, my grandmother swears by it.
Where the man?
I'm sure she did because the man told her what to think.
No,
she thought that up all on her own.
You think she?
Well, also, let me just say this: a lot of rituals and things that you're talking about is come from the Gullah Geechee and different tribes back in the day that's down south. Like the spit on the broom and everything else is some type of voodoo, hoodoo, or something that we was raised with. Our ancestors was raised with, and it just was wrong. It was passed.
Are you sure? They said you sure that that's what happened?
What? That it has
that somebody in some tribe created that a man got to walk through before the woman.
I didn't say that. I just said some things have been. I don't know where it comes from, but it may be a ritual that is done. Like people put salt in the front of their door or around their house and different things like that. So,
but I don't see that as equated to a man walking in the house first.
What is equating me putting salt there? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know the meaning of salt.
To put the salt down, salt keeps the bad out. Salt is a natural element of the earth, and it does ward off negative energy. Now I know about the salt, but I just never heard a man must walk through the door first.
We need to research.
So we have a good thing, huh?
We need to research a little bit more. Was it good luck or good fortune or something like that? I don't know. I never heard it. Like I just found out that a pregnant woman should be in my garden.
What should be?
A pregnant woman should not be in the garden.
A pregnant woman shouldn't be in the garden.
Mm-hmm. They should be in the garden because my vegetables or my farm, whatever, would not be fruitful. Yeah. And
that's my cue to shut up.
What is that? An old wives' tale?
I don't know. Like I said.
Well, y'all got some strange rules around here. Woman can't walk in first, and a pregnant woman can't go where she want to go. Oh, y'all got some issues here.
So it's called the first foot. And it's the luck that the first foot brings with him will determine the luck for that household for the rest of the year. Generally, the first foot should be a tall, dark haired male who is not already in the house when midnight strikes.
Mm.
I'm gonna ask you, what do you gain from that?
Good luck.
Man, Simon, what do you pull out of that?
Apparently this person is going to set the luck for the family. I guess the same thing with eating black eyed peas and greens on the first.
And cornbread
Yeah.
and ham.
Anyone of tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes,
That's a whole
always.
dinner.
Didn't
That's a
say
dinner day.
tall
That's
and
a
dark.
dinner day.
Those were definitely some adjectives that were used.
Right.
How you doing?
So the guy must be hot walking in the
So them
door.
adjectives that
Yes.
Well,
sound
so is this meant somebody go get lucky? Because I got this tall, dark, hot guy walking in. And if he had let him walk in first, I
Not
might
until
give him
midnight.
some.
Either. Not until midnight. So it's
Oh
already
yeah, I'm sure
set
go
up
give
to
him
get-
some at midnight. Okay.
You know,
already set up to
I'm,
get-
I'm already be there.
Yeah. So you won't be bringing in a luck.
You can't bring
question.
in luck then, because if you already there, you can't be in the house before
Right. I'm gonna be lucky with a tall, dark,
Do
handsome
that
man walk
sound
in.
like a
How you gonna get lucky if you already there? He gotta walk in before you.
Do that
I'm gonna
sound
be
like
already there.
do they sound
Then you
like
won't get
something from
lucky.
the South? Do they sound like something from the South Side, like a hoodoo or ritual or something in that aspect?
Yeah, I think I googled like old wives tell, first man in the house in the New Year or something like that.
Yeah, those
See,
are
I've never heard. We didn't have all this where I came from. So I'm honest. I have not heard some of these things y'all said. I've never heard that one. That just sounds so misogynistic to me. That's what's just throwing me. Everything just sounds misogynistic.
Well, it's that same thing when you die, you gotta be laid to the east.
Oh, and don't forget, he got to bring with him pieces of coal, shortbread, salt, black bun, and wee dram of whiskey. I don't know what the hell.
That sounds like he's coming on a date. Don't come on my house after midnight unless you ready. Don't walk in my door. That's a booty call to me.
And apparently, it's still common across Scotland.
See, that's a booty call. That is telling you booty
That
call
must be a booty call,
technique.
y'all. He got
To
the
bring
coal for the
bring party
fire.
favors and snacks.
Got shortbread, yeah.
Right, you bringing dinner, everything. Don't come empty-handed to my house after 12 o'clock. Because there will be no luck. You won't get no luck.
We're gonna get fucked up before we do anything.
Right, that's right.
From the bottom of the barrel, bring the whiskey.
Right. Don't bring no half-ass shit. Don't bring no cooler over. Bring a whiskey.
I don't need no beer.
So that sounds more like a booty call note than it sounds like some wild tale on some stage. I can go with that explanation.
Well, you see why I want to go to Scotland.
Well, to me, yeah, I'm sure on every place in this planet they doing that freaky dicky shit everywhere on this.
I watch a lot of old movies, you know what I'm saying, that deals with warriors and different things like that. And it seems like it's always something dealing with Scotland. Even England stuff. Like I just got finished watching
She's looking at the white interpretation of the world.
Yeah. I wish they'd come on and do some black versions of it.
Because they're not showing you they just
can
showing
use
you
it as a blueprint. They can use every last white shit as a blueprint and make our own. I would love to see that. That'd be so cool. Really.
But if we go back to original, everything they did was put the white spin on everything. Jesus, the Bible, everything, the white spin on it.
We can redo it. And we don't even have to put it. We don't even have to put it on the market. We don't have to be a Tyler Perry. We all do bootleg. Pass it around. Come on. How you doing?
Y'all can't do it. You can't change history. It ain't gonna work because a lot of y'all are stuck with this train of thought.
I agree with Bobby. We can make our own movies right now.
Look, someone made millions of dollars with a fucking video camera running through the woods. That's all I got to say.
Let's tell our own story.
Again, you're not Caucasian.
They made big money. That was their seed
They
fund
just
right
they
there.
just ran through the woods, screamed 2 or 3 times, and made money. And
Made
called it a
millions.
big show.
Made mil- and you
What's name did that back in the day when he did
Blair Witch Project.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
we
talking
talking
about.
about. That's the Blair Witch Project. That's
That's the
exactly what we're
first
talking
but
one.
about.
Robert Townsend did that first.
Who?
Robert Townsend.
He ain't made no movie running through the woods screaming. He ain't made no movie like that.
With
That
with
movie,
a RCA camcorder running through the woods.
Screaming. And that's it.
across the street from their house.
Not even
Now
no
we
blood
could
in it. Not even
now,
blood.
we could have took a camera and ran through the hood screaming. That'd have been more entertaining.
But Robert Townsend didn't do no movie in the woods. Y'all, it is 7:00. We got to get out of here on the last Wednesday of this year. Hate to cut it off, all that good stuff. I don't hear my theme music, but supposed to be an evil on the last day of the year. Bipoc Happy Hour. You're here for your entertainment. We'll be here one more again before the end of this
Friday
year.
is the last day of the
See
year.
ya. I said last Wednesday. I've said last Wednesday 1,000 times.
And we
last
should
Wednesday.
come on Friday with different things that folks can do to bring in the new year.
That's the idea. Y'all hearing it.
I think that might be cool to do some research and see like what are all the
Traditions.
traditions or rituals that people do.
What about the Yule log? That's a tradition. We sit there and watch the fire on the TV. The fake
Who
one.
does that?
I thought it was Christmas. I don't know. They do that.
Who? They just sit in front of a TV
The
with the
Yule
TV
log
thing
is not
going.
just for Christmas. It's
Or
for
I
the
had a
holiday season.
fireplace. I used to put that on in my living room during.
But nobody just sat there and stared at it like they were looking at a fire.
I would if I was high enough and drunk enough.
Take your high out. Take the high out.
I would and have some good music on in the background. Yes, I'd have been staring right down in that fire. It depends on what mood I am in. You feel me? I may be crying looking at the fire, or I may
sound and everything. It sounds like a real fire.
yeah.
I don't know where Ray from. He's from another planet X. Like he don't do stuff like that.
We don't.
I do.
I guess you miss your home, huh?
Like when you if you sit outside and you have a set of fire outside and just chilling, you don't start staring off in the fire.
Right. Thinking about yesteryear.
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking about how I can sell this fire.
We still on live.
Oh.
How I can make $1 out of 15 cents. You feel me? So I'm thinking of something.
Don't prayer get you that?
Prayer?
Yeah, you gotta pray for that.
Okay. Depends on who you're praying to. But good night, you all. Don't worry about when.
And to all a good night.
What love I'm into with my kids, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. If you were worried back when I didn't know who I thought. What love I'm into with my kids, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me.
Yo, I'm the type that's always catching a flight. And sometimes I got to be out at the height of the night. And that's when she flipping hit on some old.
Another lonely night, it seem like I'm on the side. You won't be loving your mind. I know you gotta get that paper, daddy. Keep that shit tight. But yo, I need some sort of love in my life. You dig me? While politicking with my sister from New York City. She said she know this ball player. And he think I'm pretty beside. I'm playing, boo. You know it's just what you won't stand.
So this type of music in front of the fire, shit. The only thing you gonna do is just stare, just be looking.